Hi, I wanted to do a hair care video for you to let you know what products I use and how I care for my hair. And this is actually, I've never done a video, I think not even on hair products, I've never done a video. I think there's a couple of like tools that I've shown that are for your hair, so I'm excited to do this video and share with you what I use. And what I use I've been using for probably over a year now. Whenever, I have to look, but whenever my hair starts being short, at one point my hair was like super duper long in my videos, and then I cut it really short. And basically what happened is right after I had my daughter, I like didn't have time to style or cut my hair or anything like that when I was pregnant with her, and then right after I had her, because it was like sleeping priority, then washing your hair, then styling your hair, you know, and a lot of things actually above all that. So I just let my hair grow out super long, and I wore it up like 90% of the time. And then I decided to cut it short. Like I usually have it a short little bob like this. It's grown out quite a bit since last time I cut it. And it was long enough to donate, so I cut it short and I donated it. And the salon that I went to uses Aveda products. I looked for that specifically because I like to use natural products, and there isn't really a salon, by me anyways, that uses like completely natural products. But Aveda does make pretty natural products that, you know, don't have parabens, they don't have artificial like those scents, fragrances, artificial fragrances, and so it's kind of like quasi-natural hair products. And so after they cut my hair there and they use these products in my hair, I thought they worked really well, and I thought my hair looked really good, and so I ended up buying pretty much all the products from their Smooth Infusion line, which is what they used on me. And just a little background, my hair is really thick, and it's really like unruly, curly / wavy. It's not curly like I get these, you know, pretty little curls. It's curly like really weird, like sticking up in all different directions. So I have to straighten it. I absolutely have to straighten it. And you can tell, even though I blow dry it straight, it like, after a while, it still kind of curls a little bit. So I use the Smooth Infusion shampoo and conditioner, and then I use the other two products, which is the glossing straightener and the style prep smoother. And one more, I also use Light Elements smoothing fluid lotion. I don't know what line is this. I don't know if Light Elements is like a whole line or not, but this is one of those glossy clear things that you put on your hair, and it kind of like makes it shiny and it tames down frizzies. My hair gets super frizzy, by the way, and anytime it's like humid weather, it's just like whoosh, all these frizzies come out, no matter what products I use. But these seem to work relatively well compared to other ones that I've tried before. And I used to use just like completely all natural hair products. I even used one of those bars. It's like a bar of soap, but it was from some kind of online company. I forget. It's like a pretty popular one, but I can't remember what it's called right now. But you can use it on your hair, and it was just like, I don't know, my hair just doesn't do well with products like that. It was just like a hot mess, and it was like so tangled and so frizzy, and no natural conditioner that I've ever tried has been able to give me that kind of sleek hair. You can like run your fingers through it. It ends up being really tangled after I wash it, and I have to like rip it out, trying to brush it out. So not to say anything bad about completely natural, you know, hair products, because I'm sure they work great for some people, but I'm just letting you know why I ended up going with these, because I feel like, you know, they're safe enough and they're, you know, partially natural, but yet they work well for my hair because of that little bit of, you know, whatever is non-natural in here. So what I do with the styling products, and actually I used to put them in all separately, but then last time I cut my hair, the lady actually just like mixed them all together and put them in my hair. And so that's what I've been doing, is just literally mixing the three of these together and putting it in my damp hair before I blow dry it. Another thing that I use is a Turbie Twist, and that's what I use, you know, right after I shower, and this is still damp because I washed my hair today. But I love this thing. It is so amazing. I had a dollar store version of this, and I used it all the time, and I loved it. And it was like really thin and cheap. I mean, it was from the dollar store. So then I was like, that's it. I use this all the time. I think that, you know, I can justify buying the real thing. And this is so much nicer. It's like nice and thick. It's really absorbent. It stays really well on your head. And so it's just one of those towels. I'm sure you've probably seen one. You put it on your head, you twist it up, it goes like this. And so it's a lot easier than a towel to wrap around your head because it's small and the shape that it is and the little elastic that's made to hold that little tip. So it stays on your head and it doesn't move. And that works really good for me. I wear that for, I don't know, maybe like half an hour, and then I take it out and my hair is just pretty much damp. It's almost dry. Because my hair had been kind of sleeked back in this, it actually helps defrizz it and like sleek it down a little bit, because say I just like let my hair air dry until it was damp, it would be kind of like frizzy and curly. So this keeps it, you know, pulled back tight like this, and so it actually kind of helps to start it to dry straight, if you know what I mean. And then I blow dry my hair with Revlon Ionic Quiet Dryer, and I bought this from Ulta. And I actually bought this because I had read this article online about how hair dryers have been linked to hearing loss because they're so loud and you're, you know, blow drying right next to your ears. So I was like, oh my gosh, I blow dry my hair, I'm going to go deaf. So I ended up going and buying this, which is like the quietest one that I could find, and I really like it. It works really well. The only thing that annoyed me so much is after it heats up, this thing would fall out of it. And what I did is I asked my dad, because he's a chemist, and I was like, what can I use to glue this down so that when it heats up, the glue doesn't like melt or anything funky happens? So he told me to use just like clear silicone that I bought from Home Depot. I think it's for like, I don't know, putting in cracks to waterproof them or something, like caulk, but not caulk. And so it's just like, you can see it, it's like this clear gummy stuff. So I used that and I glued this down with it, and it's fine. I've been using it for a while. This never heats, that part never melts. This never falls out anymore. Of course, you can't really move it around, but I'm fine with it being, you know, like this. That's how I dry my hair anyway. I use this hairbrush. It is Goody style. That's all that it says on it. And I'm sorry that this has hair in it. One thing that bothers me a lot about this brush is this rubber part here, this orange rubber part. It has this kind of texture that, you know, it provides a lot of friction, and so my hair gets caught on it as I'm blow drying it and like rips out my hair. And so I was like, this is a terrible idea. Whoever thought of putting something like that on a hairbrush? But anyway, so I have this little ribbon that kind of got messed up, but I try to cover that entire part with this ribbon so it doesn't rip my hair out when I'm blow drying it with this brush. But the reason I suffer through, you know, that whole part is because other brushes that I've had in the past, I feel like this type works best for me, where it's ceramic and it has these kinds of bristles and it has these longer plastic ones, because my hair, like I said, it's thick and I need something like this to like, so it's, you know, sticks out a little bit so that I can get all the way through my hair. And every other one I've tried, these little, you know, this little coating on these little orange bristles, see how it's a little round thing at the tip? So all the other brushes that I've tried, these fall off, and then just the, you know, the plastic part is left, and it's really sharp and it like scratches your skin really badly. And so this is the first one I found that so far these little things, you know, have not been falling off, and it's been working really good. So that's why I stick with it. But I like it. Oh, right here it says Ionic Ceramic. Oh, I thought it would say like, I don't know, model number or something. I could tell you more specifics. But anyway, so I really like this, and I just kind of, I like to curl my hair under as I blow dry it. So I like round brushes is my favorite, you know, type of brush, and so that's kind of how I blow dry it, as you know. little demonstration. Anyways, oh, another important thing I just thought of is I don't wash my hair very often. I wash it probably about every 4 days. And if you're used to washing your hair every day or every other day and you try to go 4 days without washing it, it's going to get all greasy and you're obviously going to have kind of a hard time with that. What happened for me is I knew that it was good for your hair, especially if you blow dry it, if your hair is dry, if it's frizzy. It's good for it to not wash it really often, and I knew that, but you know, like I said, if you wash it every other day, which is what I was doing before, you can't really just like wait 4 days. It gets, you know, really greasy, and so you know, I was kind of like stuck where I was. And then what happened is they had my daughter, and I didn't really leave the house for a while with her because she didn't, you know, sleep like all night. She would wake up every 2 hours at least, and so I was like a zombie. I probably couldn't even drive a car if I wanted to. Probably too like delusional. And so I didn't wash my hair that often because, I mean, if you've had a newborn baby, you will understand me. Washing your hair is not a priority, and you're lucky if you get to wash your hair at all. You're just like, thank God I get to finally shower. But anyways, so what happened is I didn't wash it very often, and then I noticed after a while I was like, oh, it's not, I don't even need to wash it often. It's not getting greasy at all. It kind of, I mean, it was at first, probably, I don't know, I didn't pay attention, but it got used to not being washed very often, because the more often you wash it, you strip your hair of, you know, the oils and that your skin produces, that your hair has naturally on them, and so it produces more oil to try and compensate. And so if you do that less, then it gets used to that after a while and it produces less oil, and then you don't need to wash it as often. So anyways, that's what happened to me, and so now I'm at the point where I wash it every 4 days, and it's, you know, it's completely fine for those 4 days. You know, in between washings, I usually end up straightening it once a week. I just blow dry it straight. I don't use a hair straightener. I usually do that on a Friday, and so that my hair is all nice for the whole weekend. I wear it down like this, and then during the week, like Monday, Tuesday, whatever, I usually end up putting it in a ponytail after a while, and then, you know, wearing it with headbands or whatever. It's still, you know, clean and not greasy at all at that point, but I just like, you know, putting it up is pretty easy for me. So that's pretty much what I do with how I wear my hair, how I take care of it. And, you know, I'm really happy with this. One other thing that I sometimes do, sometimes I will wash my hair with just the conditioner. And you've probably heard of that, like the no shampoo method, and usually you use like a special conditioner, some kind of cleansing conditioner, like that Wen, really popular one. But I tried doing it with this conditioner, and it might not be the best for getting your hair super duper clean, but I use kind of hot water and I really rub it really hard, like all on my roots up against my scalp. And it's kind of a waste of conditioner, especially if you have an expensive one like I do. But because it takes a lot more than it takes shampoo, because shampoo lathers and conditioner doesn't. So you like put it in one spot and that's it, and then you have to get more conditioner and put it in another spot. But every once in a while I will do that, and I'll wash my hair with just the conditioner, and it won't be quite as clean as with shampoo, but it will still be, you know, pretty nice and clean. It'll be like kind of like it would be a day after I washed it or something like that. And I notice when I do that, it makes my hair feel so soft, and then the next time that I shampoo it, it just feels like extra soft and smooth. So I like to every once in a while just do that conditioner washing method with this conditioner. And by the way, this is my second bottle of the conditioner and the shampoo. I don't think I mentioned that. And another thing that works well for my hair, if you have curly frizzy hair and you blow dry it straight, you know that it doesn't always look its best right after you straighten it. And so if I have something that I need my hair to look nice for, I'll actually wash it the day before, and then I'll sleep on it, and that kind of depuffs it, makes it, you know, a little bit more sleek and makes it a little bit less frizzy. So just another thing that I like to do is, you know, if I'm going somewhere or if I want my hair to look nice, wash it a day ahead of time to give it overnight to kind of flatten down a little bit. So alright, that's about it. That's the whole story about my hair and hair care routine, and hopefully you found this interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!